So today, this is the first day on set, and basically we've got Sky, Richard and Edward. They're going to be sitting right there, and it's basically the first scene in the film.
Mafia Payback, scene 1A, take 1.
Pretty good, actually.
Awesome.
It's gone well.
Fuck you.
Yeah, so it was great. So I mean the crew had a lot of patience. John, in terms of he's working with the camera, a lot of patience. He went the extra mile on many occasions with just doing extra takes on some of the scenes that we were doing. So and there was a really good vibe around the set with the crew members, and obviously the cast were just amazing to work with.
There were a few changes when it came to film. So like the fight sequences in the film script actually were different. The shootout was different. The geography between different scenes were different. And that's the fun of it, because you're able to watch your film evolve from what you had envisioned from it.
The fight sequence, yeah. Oh, I think everyone would have loved that, eh? Like, how can you not?
2 or 3 people's favourite moment?
Oh yeah, definitely. We did train for it. We had a few training sessions before we put it on set, and found out what worked, what wasn't working. Of course, we did it more than once. We did like about 3 or 4 takes, especially kicking the gun out of the hand, and yeah, it was fun. I honestly had to admit, like, no pain, no gain. Like, obviously, sooner or later someone will get hurt, but it's all part of the audience. It's part of giving what the audience love to see, and that's hurting people.
It was interesting because Richard has a stunt background, and from the word go, he's like, I'm gonna do this, and I was like, I don't have a stunt background, but I'm fairly athletic, I can keep up. And he was like, I'm gonna do this, and I was like, okay, cool. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but we'll try. There was a fight scene we had where he had to get flipped onto the ground, and I wanted to get him a mat to land on, because he wanted to land on flat concrete, and I was like, Richard, come on, mate, like, yeah, like, relax. He's like, no, I'll just do it. I'm like, okay, cool. This could be the one shot we get, because you could have to go to the hospital. So we really wanted to make sure he was safe, but he's a pistol.
The choreography, the training was really good. I'm a professional stuntman, so I've done 30 years of martial arts training, about 9 years of stunt training, and working with Richard McGregor, who plays Milton. Did a pretty cool fight scene with him. He is a professional as well. He does a lot of gym work, he plays football, he's done a lot of stunt work as well. So it was really cool being able to battle with such a person.
You piece of shit! You come in here! You're putting holes everywhere! Who you think you are? Rambo? I don't think so.
Behind the scenes with Alex. scene, we're bringing the Mafia, the one Mafia guy that we've never met before, his name is Christian, placing him in this new country that he has to tackle and take on these CIA operatives that have stolen a package from the Mafia, and they're trying to make sure that Elliot and Christian do not get anywhere close. And so the packages was actually the big goal in this scene, to make sure that they bring them back to Antonio, because they actually contain files of Pauline. So everything comes together full circle. The cars we utilised were the Toyota GD86 and a Mitsubishi. The Toyota GD86 is actually my personal favourite car in that scene. Sorry, Edward, but you know, it kind of resembles what this film is. It's fast, it does not stop, and it keeps going.
Got Edward's car right there, and we've got Vince's car right here. Now Vince's car is my personal favourite one out of everyone's, because look how nice it is. It's an 86. No, don't give me that attitude. I am keen for this.
So the way that we filmed the car shots were, I was sitting in the back of the car mostly. We had the GoPro strapped to one of the cars. We had a drone on coming behind the cars. That was insanely risky, but Corey Manwaring pulled it off fantastically because he's a boss himself.
Don't let this motherfucker get close to us. No worries, I'm on this right now. Shit.
Planning that went behind that scene took 6 months. I wanted to make sure that it tells a cohesive story to the film and also works for what we were attempting to pull off. It took me a long time to figure out the writing of it, because a lot of it's driving and you don't really know how driving is going to turn out on the day of filming. And it's always hard to make something like this, because even if it takes 6 or less months, it does take the toll and the shit out of you. We were facing the sun, we were facing the heat, and we were facing time to get out of there. I only set us 3 to 4 hours to film everything, and as long as you believe that you can do it, hey, nothing's stopping you. And I think we did a fantastic job on it. The reason why I wanted to take Mafia to Mexico was to open the location up and to open the film, the story world, to different angles of the world, to get a different perspective of the Mafia. But there's one place I really wanted to take any film in my career, and that was overseas to Greece.
When I just get a message from Alex saying, I'm gonna take it overseas, I'm like, how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna get the money for this? And he's like, no, I'm gonna find a way around it, and he does it, and like, I'm gobsmacked.
Right. Mafia, scene Greece, take 1.
Right. Greece fits into the film is the fact that, you know, you have Antonio, he sends his guys off to go find Vanessa, and then he gives himself the time and the chance to call his cousin, which I think is a very powerful moment in the film, because it does utilize some emotional aspects, such as what motivates them, so keeping their family alive, but also doing their business properly and to the best of their ability.
Sto godendomi vacanza quando posso. Sto beve caffè, mangio baklava. Fa bellissima, sai?
Sei un uomo sposato.
Stai zitto.
Se mi succede qualcosa
E prendete
cura di mia moglie
e dei miei figli.
La tua famiglia sarà sicuro con me.
So he's essentially a mafia boss. He's got a number of operations and people working for him. So he's a character that doesn't like to be messed with, doesn't like people meddling in his affairs.
Rocky's more of a he's definitely an outsider, but he's willing to take up the mantle if he needs to.
Frank is a bit of a badass mafioso.
Milton's task, find where the Mafia is established and how I can better yet attack that organisation.
Ali's a part of the Mafia, but she's sort of like one of the rats, so she's one of the younger girls that have been hired to do all the dirty work.
Robert is a character from Mafia Payback who he pretty much does whatever Jarvis and Laney tells him to do. Yeah, he's just that guy that does stuff.
Russ Weaving, he's the type of guy some would call ruthless. Gets the job done. He's cutthroat. Mafia comes in, gives him some trouble, and times he's not used to trouble. Frustrates him.
The Mafia wanted to take the revenge to the next level, and they wanted to go after the CIA and diminish them forever. I mean, it was fun. There was not a day where I said, "What are you doing?" No, it was fun. Everyone brings a certain amount of humor to the set when things are getting boring, or when I have to clutch and get food for everyone.
It was all professional yet like casual, and nothing was like too over the top. It was like everyone had fun, got the job done, and I think we made some great material.
It was good fun. Everyone wanted to get involved and collaborate. We had some really good times. And then yeah, when we weren't doing that, it was just having a laugh off set and stuff like that. It was good times.
What'd you say? Did you say your line?
Yes. He left after you guys.
Will he be back?
Yes, he will.
Who you think you are? Rambo.
Show us the box, show us the box, show us the box, show us the box.
Yeah. Hey, sexy.
And there goes the grip.
The Mafia was not a choice that I wanted to make. But sometimes, your life chooses you. I'm fucking... brain.
I got given a gun, and I got really excited, because like, I don't really have a gun at home, so I was like, ooh. And yeah, so I was like playing around, and I think it was Nathan who was managing the sound, started taking some photos, and it was just like a funny moment, because, you know, we just, yeah, it was something new, and also we got to muck around a little bit with like the guns and just being a little playful, which is always super fun on set.
Drop the gun.
There's certainly a lot to remember, and there's no one thing that stands out other than, as I say now, that scene with the fight scene with Richard, and that stood out to me when I was thinking about where we've come and what we did. Was certainly Richard's enthusiasm. It was good fun.
The fight scene, I think, was a big one, and also the scene where we were breaking into Vanessa's house, the three of us little mafia rats. That was quite interesting, being out on the street with our guns and everything out in the public, so we're a bit like, ah.
There was one funny moment that we had this scene where we were around this table. Everybody has their lines, everyone's in their conversation. I had one line. Don't forget about Vanessa. There's like 1,000 ways you could say this line. I'm just saying it all these different ways, and I'm just trying to find a way. And I said it that many times that everybody just starts joking about it. So, forget about Vanessa. Just forget about it. Don't forget it, no. You gotta not forget about it. Yeah. We did that so many times, man. I was like, come on, let's get it right. But we got there in the end, so.
And don't forget about Vanessa.
It was lovely. Like, I always love working with Alex. I have the best time, and also the people that I get to meet on set is amazing.
Yeah, so Alex is he's quite an inspirational guy. So having worked with him previously on other projects, obviously got an open mind to a lot of things. So, and he's very driven with what he does. So, it was an honour to work with him on this project and the previous ones beforehand.
I thought Alex was, for how young he is, very professional. I think the whole thing ran very smoothly. Yeah, we didn't have really any hiccups on the days I was on set, so yeah.
He was just kind of spitballing like all these ideas. I'm like, how on earth are you gonna get that? But like he managed to achieve everything. Like even like without my help sometimes, he'd just be like working 24/7 just to get exactly what he wants to the highest like standard, and he did that.
But what people can expect is something that's an interesting Mafia film, nothing that's been seen before. You know, the Mafia, this time they're vulnerable. They've never been vulnerable in their entire lives of being Mafia men.
Basically, what Alex is as a person translated to film. So like spectacle, action, drama between characters.
A good deal of action and badassery, but it's in its core, I feel it's people trying to do something right.
It's a big step up from what Alex has done in his previous work.
I think, you know, audiences can expect the best work that I've ever produced.